The city streets were quiet at first, the usual hum of the urban environment blending into the backdrop of muted buildings and fading light. But what seemed like just another ordinary day would quickly turn into something far from it, something that would shake both the officer and the man he confronted. It started innocently enough. A light-skinned police officer, dressed in his standard uniform, was on a routine patrol, scanning the street for any suspicious activity. He had no idea what he was about to step into. As he turned the corner, his eyes fell on a man standing alone, hands in his pockets, wearing a cap that boldly read, FBI. At first glance, the man didn't seem like much, just another person in a city filled with strangers. But the officer, trained to spot potential threats, didn't take chances. He decided to approach him. The officer marched toward the man with an air of authority, his eyes narrowing as he looked him over. "What's your business here?" the officer barked, his voice loud and commanding, expecting compliance. The man, standing tall and calm, didn't flinch. He simply looked up, his expression cool and composed, unbothered by the officer's aggression. "I'm just passing through," the agent replied evenly, keeping his tone neutral. But the officer wasn't satisfied with that answer. He stepped closer, now inches away from the man, his voice growing sharper. "I don't know who you think you are, but you're not above the law," he said, trying to assert dominance in the tense moment. The situation was escalating quickly, and the agent's calm demeanor contrasted sharply with the officer's growing hostility. The officer's frustration reached its peak. "You think you can just walk around here, wearing that cap? Think you can get away with anything?" he demanded, his posture aggressive and confrontational. What the officer didn't know, though, was that this was no ordinary man. The FBI agent standing before him was undercover, working a crucial case in the heart of the city. His identity was not something that could be revealed. Not yet. The agent remained calm, refusing to let the officer's harassment provoke him into losing control. And then the officer realized his mistake. It wasn't until the agent flashed his badge that the officer froze in his tracks. "FBI," the agent said, his voice steady, finally revealing the truth. The officer, stunned and now visibly embarrassed, took a step back. He had just harassed an undercover agent, not knowing who he was, and in that moment, the air between them shifted from aggression to sheer awkwardness. The street, once filled with tension, now felt like an uncomfortable silence. The officer had learned a hard lesson that day, one that would stick with him for a long time. The agent, meanwhile,